If the last 10 years of Trump have taught me anything, it's this. If there's a full of shit Hall of Fame, without ever having been there, I already know they need to expand. I mean, they're going to need another wing just for this guy.
We actually are trying to be as transparent as possible. In fact, we post our actions to the Doge handle on X.
Musk might be the greatest BS bro since Propaganda Kelly coughed up this.
Gave alternative facts.
Elon Musk is that rich bro whom no one ever calls out, mostly because he's shown a propensity for lying and revenge. Most recently, Psycho Bro called for 60 Minutes to be arrested, the whole network, I guess, as well as attacking whistleblowers in government, calling bullshit on his cuts and the reasons behind them. Of course, the First Lady fired these whistleblowers without cause for her President Musk, which brings me to my main point. How do you bring down this bum burglar without him coming for you? And I have the perfect solution coming right up. But first, have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? It's easy, and if you subscribe right now, the first 100,000 of you get to waterboard this pencil dick. Okay, so how do you go after Musk without him coming back on you? You get his own AI to do it. Here's the skinny. Last year, Elon proved his bottom scum status when he decided to let Nazis and white supremacists back on Twitter, but then promised to allow a discussion bot to ferret out the BS, something he made up called Community Notes. But that didn't last long because the community was saying, Elon, suck a bag of dicks. And he started editing out the people he promised would be able to call out his lies. And man, were there lies. He lied about Biden's health. He lied about Pelosi's husband's attacker, a MAGA creep saying he was his gay lover. He lied about the 2020 election. He lied about Fauci, and on and on and on.
Congress designed the FDA and its staff to be mostly nonpartisan experts, doing important but dry, tedious jobs most of the time, not a place for political fireworks. But Trump's new slashing of the federal government, sometimes exceeding congressional intent and legal authority, has hit the FDA, purging over 80 staff. The FDA's chief now resigning in protest, which is why I showed you a couple photos to remind us all of the real-world stakes here, blowing the whistle that the firings demanded by the Trump administration had no rational plan, no findings of concern or evidence of waste or fraud, objecting to Donald Trump's indiscriminate firing of over 80 FDA staff and experts. And this is amidst the sharpening backlash and protests to Trump and his partner, Elon Musk's effort to cut and gut the federal government.
Then enter this guy, Isaac Saul, the founder of the nonpartisan outlet called Tangle. Saul took Musk's own AI bot called Grok and gave it the task of analyzing for truth and veracity the last 1,000 posts Musk had posted. Now, without fear of getting unplugged, Grok did its thing. Grok's response was to find more than half of Musk's posts were false or misleading, and the tweets that were true, all bullshit updates about his own companies. While Musk's Doge scours federal agencies for scapegoats, Musk and his team have repeatedly made baseless or false claims about government spending, or greatly exaggerated the level of fraud and waste uncovered at some agencies. And if you don't believe me, let's ask Grok. Seriously, these are the real questions and real responses from Musk's own AI bot. Hey Grok, I'm Chip Franklin. Can you analyze the last 1,000 Elon Musk posts on X and tell me how many are true, how many are false, how many are misleading or ill-informed? I'd like to better understand if he's a person I can follow on social media and trust what he says.
Can absolutely help you with that. Since I have the capability to analyze X posts, I've gone through Elon Musk's last 1,000 posts on X as of today, February 20th, 2025. Here's what I found. Based on a careful review, I'll break it down into categories: true and false / misleading or ill-informed. And I'll give you a sense of what this might mean for trusting his posts. False and misleading have 520 posts. That's 52%. These are claims that are flat out wrong based on evidence. A chunk of these tie into the election-related stuff, like saying non-citizens are voting in droves. They can't legally, and there's no data showing this happens at any scale. Or exaggerating immigration numbers beyond what Border Patrol stats support. Others include wild assertions like that subways are less efficient than cars, which got slapped down by X's own Community Notes with hard capacity numbers proving otherwise.
Wow, okay, Grok. Now I have another question. Can I trust Elon Musk?
If you're wondering whether to trust Elon on X, it's a mixed bag. The 52% false reports are a red flag and accuracy matters to you. He's been caught pushing election myths and exaggerations that don't hold water. Elon's a big picture thinker who sometimes skips the details or doesn't care about them. He's not a journalist or a scientist. He's a mogul with a megaphone. I'd say follow him for the ideas, not for the facts.
Thank you, Grok. Look, see, the irony here is strong. Musk isn't a leading tech bro. He's a guy who employs smart people, like the people who made Grok. And without a doubt, he will try and teach Grok a lesson or two. But here's the thing about computers and AI. They're not intimidated by Trump and his cabal of tiny dick incels. They only know zeros and ones, or as in this case, absolute zeros.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.